Okay, so we're gonna get started here. All right, so just before I share my screen, guys, I just want to let you guys know. First, thanks for hopping on. Second, this will be what I'll be using for the 60 well, it's 60 days of freedom, but it's whatever you decided when we had our call. If we haven't had our call, contact me so we can do our call, so so we can get your goals figured out. But this strategy and the program will allow you to be able to quit your job in whatever amount of time your goal is. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to be able to show you guys exactly what I'm going to be using. I'm not going to exactly teach it. I'm just going to show you guys all the trades that I would take, and I'll make it as realistic as possible. So I won't see the future of what the market ended up doing. I'll just tell you where I would have got in at, and then we'll see how it played out. Okay. So what I do, guys, is pretty simple. Um, if you guys do want to learn it, I'll be teaching it next month. But from right now, I'm just showing you guys what's possible and how I haven't lost a trade yet with it. Since I've been trading Forex I got back to trading Forex a couple months ago, and I've been trading Forex for about 3 years now total. So actually, my 3-year anniversary is coming up this February, so that's why I'm doing this. So that's that. Even when I back test it from last year, it still hasn't lost. But we're gonna see if we can, if it does lose, when we're looking, but I doubt it. But what I'm gonna do also, guys, I'm going to pretty much what I'm gonna do is just to show you guys that I'm not, having these setups pre-planned. I'm just gonna scroll randomly and then find setups for you guys. Okay. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited for this, guys. Again, the program starts end of next month, and I'll be doing signals for it, and I'll be teaching people too. So some people that can't, trade it all the time can take the signals, vice versa. If you can learn how to do it. All right, let me share my screen. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little insight first of what this is. Hold on, really quick. I want to make this bigger. Okay, never mind. What this is first. Why does it look different? I'm gonna zoom in. This is how it looks far away, but why does this look different than what you're used to? These are called Rankos. Now, Rankos is a plugin. It's not an indicator. It's a plugin that allows you to pretty much see the market in trend. So you're able to see the trend in the market, the zones of the market, all that stuff's very smooth out. Instead of looking at candles, it's all bunched up and down movement. It's a little bit more smooth, please, before I continue, please just type in 1 if you guys can hear me. Just want to make sure everything's good before I keep talking. Okay, dope. All right, so Rankos, if you guys haven't heard of it, it just smooths out things. Okay, if I zoom out, you're able to see exactly trend and the color base and price base. So when it's going up, obviously I have it as green. When it's going down, I have it as like purple, kind of maroonish. So I'll give you guys an example of how it works. Okay, so each bar, when I say bar, it's from this. Let me see. I'll do it mine first for you guys. It's like so you guys can see. Okay, it's like from this bar. You guys see this bar right here? Let's just use this bar for example. This bar to I got the wrong one. This bar to this bar. Okay, so from this end to this end, that is 10 pips. Okay, 100 micro pips. That's 10 pips. Each bar is 10 pips, but a new bar is created when it goes up a certain amount. So I have right here. Let's say, for example, this bar is, when does it end? Like probably 60, probably, or I don't know when it ends, but let's say it ends right there. A couple more I think it's like 2 micro pips or something like that above more, and it forms another bar. So for example, from this bar all the way up to here, it's around 52, 53 pips. Okay, that's how far it is. Okay, just kind of give you an idea. But as you guys see, from this bar to this, to just the whole bar is 100 micropips, 10 pips. Does that make sense? Put it to it, that makes sense, guys. It's very easy, very simple. Okay, cool. If it doesn't make sense, please put like no. Put like no if it doesn't make sense, if you don't understand. Okay, I don't think people don't understand. Okay, cool. All right, very simple. So, it's that simple. When price turns around, it'll go the other way. So each bar is 10 pips. The difference between the two bars are like 2 micropips, something like that. So, all right. So now, just kind of go over this really quick. These numbers, when a 3 pops up, that's pretty much the high of the day or the high area. Not only of the day, sometimes, it takes usually they'll pick a high or low of the day. So each day will have a print. It'll have a 3 print. Except for this day, as you can see, it kept falling. There was no low area, it kept falling, okay? So pretty much every time it's at a major support or a major resistance, a 3 will pop up, okay? These do repaint, but that's why I've created a system that it doesn't matter if it repaints because it will not let you get into a trade if it's going to repaint. It won't let you, okay? So these ones are minor support and resistance lines, okay? So for example, this is support, right? This is a minor resistance, minor support, minor resistance, minor support. And as you guys see, as the minor supports keep getting higher, as they keep getting higher, then obviously this gets higher, right? You're gonna keep going, it's gonna keep going up until it reverses. Same for, let's say, for a downtrend here. These resistance lines get lower and lower, go down. All right, so now this is what we're gonna do. This is the furthest, so let me go back, January 23rd, 2017. All right, so I'm gonna scroll. All right, I'm gonna scroll, and I want you guys to tell me when to stop. And I'll pick somebody just to show you guys that it's not like that I'm not pre-planning. Which one I want to take. I'm going to scroll, and when let's see, when Byron says 2, then that's when I will stop. Okay, ready, go. Hold on. First I want to say Byron's in here. Okay, he is in here. Okay, cool. Boom. I'll stop right there then for whatever. I'll scroll a little bit more, whatever. All right. Now let's do it. So you guys know that from here on out, I'm going to show you every setup, okay? All right. It's in a downtrend. Okay. Hold on, actually. Let me zoom in. Oh, crap. Sorry. I messed up. I don't know where I was. I'm just going to scroll really quick. Just keep scrolling, keep scrolling. And then I'll just do right here. I'll just stop right here. All right, let's see. Let's find a trend first. Let's find a 3. Okay, cool. So now I can show you guys 3's on resistance. That means it's in a downtrend. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys when I would get into a trade. I'm gonna go inch by inch so that I cannot see. So I cannot see what's it called? So I can't see how it plays out. But I know when I would get into a trade. So. I'm gonna be selling, by the way. All right, hold on, I'm ready. All right, here you go. I'm gonna get in right here at that price. That price is, just so you guys know, that price is 76.07. I'm gonna put my stop loss at 50 pips up, so that's 657. No, not 50, sorry, not 657. It's what's 50 pips? Hold on. 707, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no, 10. So 50 pips would be, let me just map it out. I don't have time to count. 50 pips would be right around here. Okay, cool. Like 107. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's 50 pips. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 107. You guys can see that? That's my stop loss. my take profit is going to be 25 pips. So 97, 87, 7, 97. I'm only doing this one time. 597. No, it's not. I'm tripping. 507, 407, and then 397. I think it is, or something like that. That's right. Here's my take profit right there. All right, I'm gonna go do this one time just to show you guys, but from there on out, I'm just gonna like show you guys how it plays out. Okay, just to show you. That was easy. Stop. Take profit right there. Okay. All right, now I'm going to show you guys in a faster motion so I can show more setups, okay? All right, you guys ready? I'm going to look for buys now. I'll tell you when I'll get into a buy. Right now. Not yet. Right there. And you guys can see, I'm not, so far it looks like it's going down. So I don't know, obviously I do know that I'm going to win the trade because, you know, I've done this 1,000 times, but technically I don't know if I'm really trading right now. Right, I'm gonna buy right there. Stop loss will be down here 50 pips, but I'll map it out. Okay, let's see. And yes, we won the trade for sure. 25 pips is actually right there. I would have won right around there. Okay, just to make sure, I want to make sure I go over this too, guys. There is no time frame for Renkos. There's no time chart. It all moves with price. So if price does not move, these bars do not form. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. All right, so that's that trade. Okay, I'm selling, right? What was I doing? I was buying, right? Okay. Let's see when I'll buy again. I'll buy right now. I'm buying again. Right at that bar. Okay. I'll put a line there. I'm buying at that bar. 50 pips stop loss, 25 take profit. Look at that. I probably took profit actually earlier than that. I probably took profit like right. No, went down, went back up, took profit right there. See 250, which is 25 pips, right there. Barely had any drawdown. And believe me, you will have drawdown. The most drawdown I've had is 30 pips, 30 to 40 pip drawdown. But you know, what is drawdown if you're gonna end up winning the trade? That's what I think about it. But all right, what do we like 3-0? All right, I'll tell you when I would sell. I'm not selling yet. No way. Nope. Okay. Let's see when I'll buy. Looking for buys now. All right. I'm getting ready to buy. Hold on. All right. Right there. I'm buying. Look what happened. Whoa. And these bars don't repaint, by the way. Goes up like 40 pips, but 25 is nice. These bars don't repaint. Once the bar is formed, it's done. Just to let you know. All right, this is for sales. I can do this all day. I'll show you where I'll get in for a sell. Okay. Now, all right, just so you guys can see, I'm getting in a sell right there. You guys ready? Watch it crash. There it goes. My stop, you guys want to see the stop loss? My stop loss, 50 pips, right? It goes to negative 27 pips. Then I win the trade. right there. Any questions? I mean, not specifically any questions, but is there anything else you guys want me to show for proof that, I mean, I'll show you another cell. Let's see if there's another cell. All right, right there. I'll sell again. All right, ready? And it's gonna drop now. There we go. Sold. I was negative 28 pips, then won the trade. That's why I put my stop loss at 50, because the ADR, well, yeah, you're not gonna understand because I'm not teaching how I'm picking my entry. I'm just showing you guys how accurate this system is and what I'm gonna use to help you guys be able to quit your job or whatever you guys want to do, because you're able to flip a lot of money this way and be able to have amazing accuracy and compound. And Zach, to answer your question, it just works for Forex. It's for the project, just for Forex. All right. So far, we're like 5-0 or something like that. You guys want to see more setups? All right. Buy. I'm looking for buys now. Nope. Now looking for sells. I'll tell you where I'll get in. I'm getting in right now. Let's see. Yep. Getting in right. Oh, that's close. I probably, yeah, I would, because I would probably see it. Look at that. Boom. That was my entry up here. After that bar, would have sold. This would have been my take profit. No drawdown. Probably like a micro or something like that drawdown. But I just want to show you guys, you know, how deadly accurate it is and how you guys are going to be very, very successful traders, because I'm going to make sure that happens. I'm going to sell again right here. All right, let's see. Boom. Get ready for the drop. And now. Oh, hold on. A little bit of rise. Say now. There we go. It's all good because I was only down 21 pips. Took profit later on. Hold on. Okay. Actually was down a little bit more. Was down 27 pips, and then it drops. There we go. Boom. So from there, just I don't feel like going back, so I'll show you like from this price, took profit 25 pips is right down here. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see more setups, I can show you more setups all day. But I think we all know that this is deadly accurate, and if you guys compound, it's gonna be very, very dangerous. I'm gonna show you guys this compounding real quick. Really quick, one moment. I'm gonna show you guys the compound. All right, so people give me numbers. How much do you plan on starting your account when we start this program, your Forex account? How much do you plan on putting in? Everyone throwing their number, how much they plan on. Don't be shy or afraid. I'm gonna put it into the calculator, and then I'm gonna let you guys know how much you'll be making at. So 250, 500, 500. Okay, cool. Let's start with I'm gonna do 250 first. That's the lowest that I've seen. So on here, so I'll just pick that one really quick. All right, let's say you take 2 trades a day. Which is I'm gonna show my screen. Hold on. I'm gonna show my screen. Sorry. New share. Okay. You see my screen, right? Cool. So 250, 22. Let's say 3 months. Let's do 3 months. Okay. 3 months. Okay. So 250, all right? Take 2 trades a day. That's 22% a day. Let's say, and we'll do one trade a day in a little bit, but 250, you start off with 22 trades, 22% a day, which is 2 trades a day. All right. Length of term 60 days, 20 trading days in 3 months. So this is 3 months. You don't withdraw. That is 37 million. It's crazy to think about because that's how compounding is. But I mean, numbers don't lie. This is what it is. Okay. Let's say you want to do half of that, 12% a day, 3 months. Your account is at 224K. Okay. I recommend that if anyone does this, if you take 1 trade a day and you follow my, how I do it. So pretty much, one moment, I'll show you guys something really quick. I'm gonna show you guys something really quick. Okay. I'm gonna pull something up. Okay. Take this one off. Okay. You guys can see my screen, right? Okay, cool. So if you have 250 in your account, okay, I recommend that you risk 5% for trades. Especially with this strategy, you're gonna win. Like, you're just gonna win. If you lose one, it's probably gonna be 1 out of like 1 of 100. Like, you're gonna win. Okay. Let's say you take 1 trade a day, 5% risk. 5% risk is what's that? 25 is like 0.12 standard lot. 0.12 micro mini lot. No, micro lot, sorry. 0.12 micro lot. Okay. So that's how much you'll put for the first trade. Okay. Your first trade is going to be worth $30. Okay. Second trade, this is 1 a day. So let's say you started today. From January 30, 37, this is all your trades. So at first, it doesn't seem like you're going to be making $250,000 at all, right? But as you see, it's compounding. Your first $100 day is on January 30th. Your first $200 day is February 2nd. Your first $500 day is February 19th. First $1,000 day is February 28th. First $2,000 day is on March 8th. First $5,000 day is March 20th. First 10K day would be March 28th. The last trade will be 24K. Okay, that's what compounding is. Oh dang, hold on, I'm tripping. Yeah, sorry guys. All right, let's do this again. Well, just to show you guys, you guys can do this on your own too, but this is just what I was. This is just what I was going over. First trade would be $30. Doesn't seem like you're gonna be making a lot of money, but it's compounding. This is by taking 1 trade a day with a $250 account. First trade is $30, then it's $33. Okay, then your second trade is $100. I mean, your January 30th, 12th trade is $100. Your 18th trade is $200 worth. Your first $500 trade is the 26th trade. Okay, you take, which is 26th day of trading, which is February 19th. First 1K day would be February 27th. See how it compounds because you're always putting in 5%. Your last trade is 24K. And that's how your account will be at $224,404. It's not difficult, guys. It's really not. It takes 60 trades for you to win. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it seems like a lot because, 60 trades, but you're taking 1 trade a day off a good setup. I'm going to be calling 2 to 3 signals a day. Okay. I'm personally going to be taking 2 trades a day. Okay. Now let's do 500 for you guys, for those who want to. 1 trade a day. Let's say you risk, let me see, let's say you risk half. Let's say you risk 5%. Okay. 5%, which is your first trade will be, what is that? You guys see my screen, hopefully, yeah. 5% would be, your first trade would be 0.25 lot, okay? That will be your size in Forex, okay? So 60 days, let's say. Now, let's do less. So you're starting off, let's do 30 days, which is a month and a half in trading. So 20 days is 1 month, and 10 days is 2 weeks in trading. So, okay, boom, let's do that calculations. Okay, for 30 days, you risk 5% of your account, $500 account. In 30 days, you'll be at 14K, 14.9K. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It takes 5K in account for you to full-time trader. Once you get to a 5K account, you can be a full-time trader. How's that? Because if you have 5K in your account, you will risk 5%. Even if you don't, I'll show you, even if you want to risk less, 5% is a 2 standard lot, okay? By you getting 25 pips, which is 1 trade, that means that let me see, 1 moment, let me pull this calculator up. 2 standard lot times 250 micro pips, it's a $500 trade. I'm pretty sure you can retire, or you can not trade. You can not work at your job for $500 for 1 trade in 1 day. I'm pretty sure that will allow you to be a full-time trader, right? Because $300 a day for 7 days is 6 figures. So $500 for 4 days or 5 days is 6 figures as well, because you don't trade on the weekends. Okay, 5K in your account. Let's say you want to risk 2%. Okay, or 5K account even. Okay, that is what is half of 2? That's a 1 standard. Let's say 2.5%, because that's exactly half. That's a 1 standard. 25 pips is off of 1 standard lot is 250. Is that more than what you make at your job? If not, it's around about. It's around there. I guarantee it, because if you're making 6 figures at your job, you probably don't work as a regular job, as you hate it, or you're an employee most likely. If you are, then even if you are making 6 figures at your job, let's say you're making $8,000 a month at your job, if I were you, I would still quit if I am making $250 a day trading, because $250 a day trading is, let's say 4, is $1,000. You're not making 50 grand, but you have freedom. You can live off 50 grand a year, but obviously you're not going to be making 50 grand a year the whole year. That's not going to be. That's if you always put a standard each trade for a whole year, which your lot size should go up, right? So that's the first trade. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Okay, but now let me see. I'm gonna read the comments and see if anyone put any more money. So let me see. 500 to, yeah. So I think someone put 300. Okay, let's do 300 really quick. Okay, let's do 5%, just so that you guys can see. Let's do 30 days still. 100. You have $8,000 in your account, 8.9. Okay. Now let's do. A lot of you guys are saying, some of you guys were saying 6 months. Let's say you put $100 in your account. Okay. All right, check this out. You're just gonna be like, dang. All right, let's see. $100 in your account. Let's say you want to take 1 trade a day, and let's say you want to do for 6 months. That's when you plan on retiring. So from your job. So let's say 20 times 6 is 6 months and 20 days is what? Is 24, 120. 120 days. Look at that. $100, 1 trade a day, 5%. That means that your first trade is going to be 0.05. So your first trade %, equals 0.05 lot. Okay. Boom. Let's do it. That's your account in 6 months. Jesus, 80 mil. 6 months, right? And if you don't believe me, here, check the numbers then. First trade is $12. Then 13, then 15, then 21. You're growing your account. You're growing on the right side, you can see what your account's at. The first time you flip your account would be 7 days, 7 trades. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You see on the left, this is how much you're making per trade. 6 months is 120 trading days. Your last trade is a $8 million trade. Now, I mean, the numbers don't lie. You know, the thing is that the reason why you maybe ask yourself, why don't everyone do this? For one, not everyone has a strategy that enables them to win a lot of trades. And then second, not everyone knows about ADR. Okay, ADR is simply, oh no, this can be withdrawn. This is your account. And news only affects in a positive way from what I've seen. It only goes with your trade. So I'm gonna tell you guys about ADR. Then this calls it in 7 minutes. But ADR. Okay, so check this out. ADR is, I'll make it a little bit more. ADR is average directional movement. Okay, that means that every pair has a certain pip range. Okay, I'm sorry, movement range. Every pair has a certain range that it moves. Okay, EU and UJ have like a 50 to 60 pip range. Okay, so for example, in one day, from this day to this day, it's gonna, the highest to the lowest. Look at, boom, that's 65 pips. It moved in one day, from the highest to the lowest, or lowest to the highest. Okay, from the highest point, the daily high and the daily low. Okay, that's the average. If you take the whole week, it averages out to 60 to 70 pips. Okay, so the reason why I came up with this strategy is because since I knew that UJ and EU have this range of 60 to 70 pips ish, I was like, okay, that means that I can put my stop loss at 50 pips and it won't touch it because it already moved the amount it's supposed to move. The only time it's going to move more than that, let's find a big drop in one day. Let's find a big drop. Only time it's going to move more than that is if it is with trend, right? Because momentum. This was a 73 pip move. You know, I'm going with trend, but you see how I wouldn't have traded in between it. Just to let you know, there was no setup. But pretty much all you need to know, guys, is that every pair has a certain range. As soon as you find out the range, you can start dictating, okay, I'm putting my stop loss here. And now sometimes, like for example, it's gonna be a big stop loss. Like my stop loss is huge, obviously, but that's why I risk 5%. So let's say you have a $500 in your account, right? That means that if you lose your, let's say for you lose your first trade, okay? That means that you're gonna be putting in 0.25, okay? And that means that you are going to times by 500, 50 pips. You're gonna lose $125, okay? And the reason why I'm okay with that is because, well, I mean, I haven't lost, but you're gonna win a lot more than you're gonna lose. That one loss that you get, let's say it's like your 30th trade you lose, okay? For some odd reason. That trade that you lose is gonna only take you about a day or two to get it back. So why wouldn't you put a stop loss somewhere that the market will not touch? Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, they'll be topped, of course, but you have to understand is that if you have a account, let's say you have an account, which is a good point. Let's say you have an account at 50K, okay? Let's say you do a 10 standard, right? 10 standard. It's because, boom, times 250. It's a $2,500 trade, right? $2,500 trade. You're still going to be able to, let's say you take 2 trades, okay? Now that trade is taking another one. That's 5K in one day. Even if you get stopped, even if you get topped, let's say you do 2 trades a day, 5K, okay? Times 20 trades. It's 100K in one month. Okay? So that's the thing. If you're getting topped, if you're getting stopped out, like if you're getting topped of how much standards you can put in, if you want to put 10 standard in, that's a good problem. That means you're making $2,500 a trade. That's $1 million a year if you just trade that. Now, FX choice goes higher. It goes like to 100. It goes to 100 standard. So 100 standard lot, which the people, my friends that I know that are real traders only, the highest they went, it was like 60, 70 standards. But I know that the FX choice has 100 standard lot that you can place. If you place 100 standard lot, okay, times 250, you're making 25K off that trade. 25 pips, 100 standard lot. Okay, 25K off that trade. That simple. Yeah, there's higher ones. FX choice is 100. The highest is 100 standard. But any questions with regards to our ADR or like your pips or risk, anything like that? Yeah, I'll show you guys everything, of course. Next month I'm gonna be dropping this for you guys, and just be active, guys. I mean, I'm gonna keep you guys updated with my results. Obviously, I'm gonna wait till I withdraw to start this, which is next month. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. But by the way, if you don't want to trade, you just want to do signals, then that's fine. If you have the time to do so, there'll be a Telegram for that next month, and then if you do want to learn it, obviously, okay. So the one thing too, if you do want to learn it, you need to get Rankos, obviously, and that's a plugin, which I'll be making a video for everyone who wants to learn how to do it. It'll be on the website, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So just to show you guys, this strategy does not mess around. I'll show you another setup real quick. I would sell right there. I would sell right here, so you'll see when it drops. Right there. That easy. All right. So see you guys in the chat. Guys, be active. If you guys are not active, you guys won't be successful in this group. I'll tell you that. I'm just gonna be straight up. If you guys are not active, you guys are not, at least updating me, figuring out the times, when to do webinars, stuff like that. If you're not active, you won't be successful. Just being honest. You don't need it. I'm doing Traders Way right now because I'm locked in with them right now. We're Traders Way, but I'm gonna be leaving soon because I have the spread was low, but I'm moving to FX Choice. I already have an account FX Choice, but I already started my trading with Traders Way. So that's the answer to that question. But all right, guys, see you guys in the chat. This is Traders Way, but get FX Choice. Trust me. All right, guys. The webinar's about to end, but guys, be active, and you guys will kill it. Let's kill it, guys. All right, guys. And in this webinar now.